You know what's insane? I graduate this week. I graduate high school. All of the hard work I've put in over the past 13 years of my life, in and out of school, is culminating right here, right now. All the choices, all of the decisions, all of the small little moments have come together to bring me here in the way that I am here. This week is cause for celebration, for awards, for cherishing one final week with the people that I grew up with. It's very odd that many of these people that I've spent so much time with will now be mostly memories. We will go our separate ways. Maybe we'll swipe up on each other's Instagram stories every once in a while and briefly see each other on school breaks, but for the most part, we're all moving on, going in our separate directions. This isn't just for friends, it goes for teachers and administrators and uh, family of friends as well. Over the years, these individuals have played very, very key roles in building the person that I am and that I continue to be. I've grown very close with many of them, and yet I'll probably never see many of them again. This is just how life works, I guess. I think I'm starting to understand that many relationships come in different eras in your life. Not every relationship needs to be one that continues forever. That just makes the ones that do special. I have friends that I know will be there forever. My family will be there forever as well. And some friends, I guess they won't. And I have to learn to be okay with that. The same principle, I believe, can apply to yourself as well. You are constantly evolving and changing. There are many parts of you that you let go or you gain in different phases, but there are also those parts that will always be a part of you. They'll make up who you are from like when you were a toddler, your first memories until the end of your life. Life is very fleeting, but there are some certain parts that are stable. So don't try to hang on to the fleeting or push away the stable. This is how you'll become dissatisfied and taken out of the moment. I've learned to embrace this pattern of life. Enjoy it, be with it, and abundance will come. Welcome back to the Grateful Podcast. That was a long introduction. Today I'm here. It is actually 9:25 p.m. on June 1st, the day before I will release this weekly Monday solo episode. I'm exhausted, running off very, very little sleep. As I said earlier, it's a celebratory week, which means, I guess, not much sleep and less time for this stuff, but always going to make time for this stuff. I was just thinking to myself, you know how easy it would have been to just go to bed right now? I could easily fall asleep. I felt like falling asleep all day. I could easily go to bed right now. And yet, no, I'm doing this. It's been since January, I think, been since the new year that I have not missed a single Monday on my newsletter and solo episode. And that's amazing. That is dedication. That is consistency. That is the consistency that is the key to my success, and almost no one matches that consistency of one a week, no matter what. No matter what. I love that. I'm so proud of myself for that. I've been really trying to, as I said in the intro, life is fleeting. So, getting into the content for today, I've been really trying to balance the fleeting nature of life and enjoying as much as I can right now with my need to work. In order for myself to have a nice, fulfilling day, I realized I can't just have fun. Well, work is fun for me, but I need to have something productive, some work. And for a while, I've tried to fight that. But recently, I listened to Mr. Beast's episode on Diary of the CEO. And he talked about how he's just going to embrace his need to work. And I don't necessarily want to have the extreme obsession and never letting go that he has. He seems miserable, and I don't want to be miserable. Frankly, I'm here and I want to live a happy life. But I've realized in order for me to live a happy life, a joyful life, I need to work into my daily routine. It energizes me. It brings joy to my life, and I think you got to optimize for what brings the most joy to your life. Today, I went surfing That's why, for those of you watching, you can see the nose burn right there. I did not put enough sunscreen on. And that was so much fun. And I hung out with some friends, but again, that's not enough for me to have a completely fulfilling day. I need to do something that is contributing in some way. And although this is probably contributing more to me than it is to you, whoever's listening, it feels like contribution. It feels purposeful. And that is what I need in my day. Another thing I wanted to talk about today, we're going in a few different directions, is Stoicism. Now, Stoicism has this bad rep, and so many people talk about it. So I'm not providing any original insight if I'm just talking about Stoicism as a whole. But there's one specific principle of Stoicism that I never quite grasped until 2 days ago. And it states that you should go through chosen suffering in order to prepare yourself for the moments where suffering is not chosen. And while I'd always intellectually understood that, I've rarely faced moments in life where I've had true, unchosen suffering. And there was a moment the other day where I did face that. And I realized that I have recently been cultivating so much inner peace and so much clarity into my life that I was prepared to face that battle. I was prepared to win that battle, and I did win that battle. Because I have put in the work doing things that I don't necessarily want to do in the moment in order to get to a point where when something that I don't want to have happen happens, I can get through it. It's really interesting to have something emotionally challenging happen and detach and watch the battle in your brain between what your default mode wants to go on and what your trained brain is doing. It's like this battle. You see him overtake. You see the positivity and the gratitude overtake the negative minds overthinker. It like engulfs it, and then he tries to expand out of it. It's this whole battle. But eventually, my gratitude mind won out. One thing many of you might not think about is that by doing this podcast, I'm cultivating more gratitude in myself as well. I have 20 minutes of this a week of the solo episode. I'm writing my newsletter, which takes about 30 minutes. I have at least 2 conversations a week, like an hour each. I have like 2.5 hours of this podcast stuff where or 3 hours, I'm taking in the same content as you are, and it's helping me channel the same mindset that I'm trying to help you guys channel. And it's very, very beautiful. I think that tonight I'm going to keep this very short because I don't have much to say and I'm very tired. I will release a few episodes this week and I hope you love them. I hope that this was, however short, helpful and valuable to those of you who are tuning in. Thank you very much. Stay grateful.